My name is John McKeon, and I'm the moderator of the Teradata River community, Teradata and Primo's largest customer community. You can connect with us at teradatariver2.com. Today, we'd like to welcome Bill Swift, Executive Vice President, Chief Technology Officer for Briley & Partners. They work with many big branded companies, Hertz, Hilton, JCPenney's, GameStop, on some very big game-changing CRM initiatives. Bill, welcome to the River.
Thank you.
Bill will be presenting at this year's Partners Conference on CRM Improved and a marketing ecosystem as intelligent as your customers. Bill, you're going to be talking about game-changing moments. Tell me a little bit about what it takes to actually create a game-changing moment with a big company like Hertz or Hilton or JCPenney's.
From our perspective, these game-changing moments that we refer to have really all been driven by marketing strategy that originates from listening to the customer. And so one thing that we have learned is that marketing organizations will often have business objectives, obviously, that they're trying to accomplish. But once they go out and listen very specifically to what their customers want from the brand in terms of experience or just engagement with the brand or to get back from the brand, then we've seen those marketing strategies change dramatically when the marketing organization took the time to listen to really what the customer wanted, and then craft what they want and couple that with the marketing and business objectives that the corporate executives have into a program design or a marketing strategy that addresses both.
Now, Bill, when you're doing this type of stuff and actually trying to create game-changing moments, it's a lot of art and a lot of science. How do you guys approach that?
That's exactly right. We actually had a trademark on the term art of relationship management that dates back to the 80s. And we have processes around both of those things. There's a very structured process that we go through in the art of relationship management, and it really is founded in analytics, but very much driven by the strategist and our creative team that help put together the components of what these marketing strategies look like. And those lead into then what we call the science, then is the implementation, the technology architecture that supports those marketing requirements. They're very related. One thing that we have done historically is integrate them to the point where the marketing strategy, as it's being crafted, as they're listening to the consumer and drafting what that program design is going to look like, we're actively having the technology conversations in parallel to help our clients understand up front how they're going to bring these solutions to market. And quite often, it's these big enterprise-level CRM deployments involve almost every part of the organization, from finance to store operations, for example, the call center, e-commerce team. What we do is bring all those groups together. And as we allow the marketing strategy to lead, we're validating their thoughts against the realities of technology and tools that will be in place.
Well, Bill, when you're really going for the end game and really trying to make those game-changing moments, there's a couple of things that have to be in place. Single view of the customer, of course, and also integrating your ops system with your marketing. What's your take on that?
A lot of people talk about single view of the customer, and certainly we talk a lot about it here at Briley, but we have learned that that end state does not exist in most organizations. So quite often, the marketing strategy will rely upon that technology foundation to be there. So then a big part of the implementation is to create that single view of the customer, when in reality, most of our clients may have 9 or 10 different views of the customer. And so there's a lot of technology, architecture, and design work that needs to be done to very definitively define who is the customer, and how are we going to take the definition of the customer from a data perspective and make it available in real time to all their touch points. So it's not just a data warehouse anymore that we use for what I call traditional database marketing, but it's taking that and kind of turning it on its side a little bit so that everything that we have learned about the customer can be exposed in a real-time manner so it can be leveraged at all the different touch points that all of our customers have.
So, and Bill, all this has to have some really good technology and technology architecture underneath it. How do companies actually go from traditional database marketing and really integrate it into all the real-time things that are going on out in the real world?
It's certainly a transition. I think part of it is organizational. It needs to be certainly driven from the highest parts of the organization. So kind of partnered, if you will, the CIO, CTO needs to partner with the CMO, obviously, but then all the way down, quite often there are silos, even within technology, where you may have a team focused on a data warehouse that's used for marketing purposes, which may be completely decoupled from all of the touch point systems, e-commerce being the big one, the point of sale, ticketing agents, call center reps. And so a lot of times you'll see those touch point operational systems feed into the data warehouse, but very seldom do you see anything go back. So what we try to promote with our clients and kind of guide them through that process is how do you make those things bidirectional so that the touch point systems can leverage, again, in real time, the data that we've consolidated in terms of a data warehouse. It's a big shift for a lot of organizations.
Bill, you guys are a partner with Aprimo, and they've got some really amazing marketing automation tools. What things are possible? What types of customer experiences are possible when you get the technology, the art, and the science right?
The biggest thing that we have realized with the Aprimo products is the ability to integrate outbound and inbound marketing. And it has taken some work. I know that the Aprimo team has made product enhancements specifically to integrate those two things. And that's probably the biggest benefit from our experience that we've seen is having the tools. You obviously have to have the databases behind both of those tools, but the tools themselves need to be integrated so that multi-step outbound campaigns can be aware of and can work in harmony with real-time marketing that's happening through all the channels. Again, if we let the marketing team lead, they may have very specific objectives around taking an offer out to a certain channel, and then they may or may not want to show that same offer when the person arrives at the website or calls the call center. And so our use of the Aprimo products and our experience has been to integrate those two things together. The tools have really come a long way, and they've integrated them now in such a way that make those things possible so the outbound and inbound strategies can be coordinated.
Bill Swift, Chief Technology Officer for Brierley and Partners. We'll be talking about some great game-changing moments with the likes of Hertz, Hilton, JCPenney's, GameStop. He'll be presenting at this year's Partners Conference on CRM Improved, a marketing ecosystem as intelligent as your customers. Should be a great presentation. Bill, we look forward to hearing you at Partners.
Thank you, Jen.